What's up? How is everyone out there in YouTube world? Thank you so much for stopping by. If you're new or if you're returning, welcome. Jasmine Atten here. Man, I have missed you guys. There's like so much I want to tell you. So much I want to share with you, which is what prompted tonight's video. Happy full moon week. The full moon is coming up this Friday, March 2nd, which actually happens to be my birthday. Yeah. So happy birthday to all of my fellow fish. It is finally Pisces season, my favorite time of the year. If you are a Pisces and you're having a birthday or you just had a birthday, you will definitely want to pay extra close attention to this video tonight, because that's what prompted me to share this with you, this ritual. And then for anyone else, regardless of your zodiac sign or when your birthday is, this spell is going to work for everyone. Okay, and in a minute you're gonna know why I say that. But you know, I always say this and I always remind people. I know some of us observe New Year's during like January 1st. Others that are pagan really celebrate during Samhain. But your birthday is your new year. It sets the tone for all the things that you want to happen during your solar cycle. And I do a ritual every year for my birthday. Sometimes they're the same, sometimes I switch them up, but it's not seldom. No, it's not often that my birthday falls on the full moon. That's rare. So if you do happen to have a full moon birthday, then this is definitely going to be like super extra charged. But like I said, this ritual is really going to work for absolutely everybody. So after I'm done showing you all this, get your ingredients and get it started. All right. For those of you that are Pisces, I'm just curious, how many of you are there out there? Let me know in the comment box. Leave your birthday and your location. I know there's a lot of you from like all over, and it'd be kind of cool to see where everyone's kind of punching in from. So hello, what is going on, everyone out there in YouTube world? Thank you so much. I have missed you guys. Welcome back, or welcome if you are new here. It is full moon week. Happy full moon. I am very excited. A little extra excited. The full moon is this Friday, March 2nd, which so happens to be my birthday. And I really do like birthdays, but it is Pisces season. I have been waiting for this all year. It is my favorite time of the year. So happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to all of you who just had a birthday, or any of you that have one coming up. Which is what prompted tonight's video. So I do a ritual every year for my birthday, and it's rare that it's a full moon. It's fallen on a full moon this year. But I love to remind everyone that even though New Year starts on January 1st, or if you're pagan, you may observe the change of the wheel calendar in October, your New Year is really your birthday. Okay, that's where you set the tone for whatever it is that you want for the rest of your solar year. So tonight's video, I'm so happy I got to share this with you guys, because this is going to be for everyone. Okay, we are going to be working on a jar spell for success, and this is success in whatever area of your life. So whether it's career, love, finances, self-love, health, prosperity, maybe just changing or getting rid of things that aren't working for you. Whatever it is, this video, I'm pretty sure, will kind of hit for everyone, because what do we all want? We all want peace, happiness, success, abundance, health. At least I think most of us do, right? The things that you need to survive and get along while you're here on the earth, right? Okay, also for those of you, thank you that attended. Okay, some of you don't know. If you want to meet me in person, I have been, or I'm finally, after forever of working on it and being asked, I am doing in-person candle magic workshops and rituals They are being held from my home studio. I'm here in Los Angeles. They are in person, so they are not going to be recorded. I'm sorry, you guys. They're not going to be live streamed or put on YouTube for later or anything like that. You do have to physically attend if you want to participate. But we did 2 of them. The last new moon, which was Valentine's Day. So we did a love, magic, workshop, and ritual, and then the previous full moon. So I'm alternating them. I'm doing them once a month. A lot of you came and attended. Thank you. It was so great to meet some of you that have messaged me, some of you I've talked to, some of you have comment on my page, and I finally got to meet you guys. So that was really, really cool, and we had a great time. I'm so excited that this has finally come together, and I'm looking forward to hopefully seeing some of you there. Be sure that you are subscribed to my channel and following me on my social media, Facebook and Instagram, so you don't miss the announcement. The next workshop will be in 2 weeks, and I'll make sure I leave the links in the description boxes below so you don't miss the day, so you can RSVP. Okay, so let's talk magic, huh? Jar spells. If you've been following my channel for a while, you will know that I do like jar spells. I don't post a lot of them. I don't do a lot of them, but they do work, and I use them for very particular things. Jar spells. And I know some of you are like, jar spells, or bottle spells, or witch's bottle spells, but I call it a jar spell because this is what I have, a jar. What it is it's a spell that is contained, all the energy is contained inside of the jar, and it is your wishes, it is your intentions, it is whatever it is that you are trying to manifest for yourself, or to remove. But for the sake of the video, we're gonna stick to what we're trying to bring in. The candle that we're going to be working with is the Road Opener candle in the 7 colors. I like this one because this is multi-purpose and it covers everything. So regardless of if it's money, love, success, whatever it is, this candle is the one for you. You can use a different type of candles should you so choose, but I'm going to recommend this since it covers pretty much all the bases. So let's take a look at some of the ingredients that we're going to be using. I will tell you, everything that you see here, you do not have to use it all. You don't have to use any of it. This is just an example of what are some of the things that can go into your jar, and I'm going to explain the purpose of each one and why. But feel free, this is your spell, this is what you want, so you can tweak or customize, add or subtract, whatever it is that you like. But I just want to give you guys just a little basis to kind of start with. So let's take a look. All right, so here are all of the ingredients that are going to be going inside of my jar. Like I said, you don't have to have all of these or any of these. You can pick and choose what you want to use. But I had these on hand, and I feel like most of the items here are relatively easy to come across, and some things you may already have, so that's why I'm using them. Now, the other thing about this jar, unlike honey jars or banish jars or other types of jars, this is something that I'm going to keep, and I'm going to continue to add or subtract from it or to it. So some people say with like honey jars, you're not supposed to open them or you dispose of them. I'm not disposing this. I'm not throwing it away. I'm going to keep it, and I'm going to continue to work on it. One of the things that's going to go inside of this jar will be a petition paper. And once your petition or your wish has been granted or fulfilled, you can take it out and replace it with something else. I want to say there isn't really a limit as to how many requests you can put in the jar, but I don't want to say you don't want to go crazy because this is an all-purpose jar, but I want to I'm going to put in maybe 5 or 6 things that I want to see happen for this year. Okay, so this jar, I'm going to work on it for the entire year. You want to be very clear with your specific request and be very think about it. Don't just throw stuff in there, but really, really think about what it is that you want, because this jar right here is going to be your wish box, your energy, your desires for your year. Okay, so if you have too many things in there or too many things written down, you may not remember them all. So keep it practical. All right, please excuse my co-star who loves to photobomb and be all up in it sometimes back there. Hope she doesn't knock anything over. So we are working in my bed, on my bedroom, in my bedroom, on my bed. And yeah. All right. So starting from the most important ingredient is the jar. This is just a regular old mason jar that I got at my local dollar store. Now this jar is pretty big, and I actually bought it with the intentions of using it for a jar spell, but something totally different. And then I never got around to using it. So tonight I was like, this is perfect. And since you see I do have a lot of stuff that's going in here, the size is going to work great. The next thing I have is my success candle, which I show you guys. And up here I have some crystals, some stones that I've got. I got a pyrite. And the stones that I'm putting in really are representation of prosperity and love and wisdom and clarity. So pyrite, and this is a goddess stone. I got this from Sage Goddess. I actually don't know what this is. It was a free gift and it was called goddess stone, but I know it has a name. I love it and I love the color. It's the color of money, so that's why I'm going to put that in there to represent prosperity. I have a little cowrie shell, and these are all for prosperity. These little stones here came out of some palm wax candles that I burn. These came out of my love candles, and at the bottom of them, if you've ever bought a palm wax candle, they have little stones when you melt them, you know, when they're done burning. There are little stones at the end that you get to keep, and I've been holding on to them. I have dozens of these, and I figured why not put them inside of the jar, since they still have the energy on them for the purpose that they were used for. And yeah, they're going to charge the jar basically. So I have rose quartz. I believe this is carnelian. It might be sunstone, but I'm pretty sure this one is carnelian. Rose quartz, amethyst, another amethyst here. This is for my third eye chakra, for wisdom, for channeling my intuitive and psychic abilities, keeping them sharp, keeping myself balanced and mentally clear to make sound decisions for myself, my life, my family, whatnot. So that's why I am using one of these. I have a John the Conqueror root and some, these are also John, but these are Chewing John or Little John. I think these are the Chewing John ones, which are still the John the Conqueror family. And these are for success. I love John the Conqueror for a multitude of things, but these can amplify your spell work. You can carry them in a mojo bag, but they bring success to your endeavors, or at least that's the intention of putting them in this jar. So if you can get some, or if you have some, you should throw those in there. I'm using a bay leaf, cinnamon stick, Star Anise. This is, again, all for success and prosperity. So if you want to maintain your household or your family or your job, you know, make sure that your bills are paid and things for your, you know, family is taken care of and all of those good things, and you have steady work, then you would definitely want to add some of this into your jar. I also have some black eyed peas. So any grain is fine. Peas, rice, dried corn, cream of wheat, oatmeal, quinoa, any type of grain. Grain symbolize prosperity. And, you know, harvest. So if you have a full harvest, then you'll eat for the season and you'll be prosperous and you can sell it. So that's what that represents. So that's why you want to put that in there. I have a little bit of sage for just cleansing and keeping away any negativity. We don't want any negative energy coming into our life. So I'm going to throw a little piece of sage in there. I have some rosebuds. Rosebuds are the highest vibrational flower, symbolizing love. So you can use rosebuds for self-love and healing, or if you want to keep the love, you know, in your home or in your life sweet, just genuinely in your relationships. Or I, you know, feel that it's important to be kind to people that I meet, new people, my regular friends, and I want to send them love vibrations. So this is going to help just remind me to always try to be as sweet and loving and open and compassionate to anyone that I come in contact with, as well as my own self-love. For some people, if you're dealing with anxiety or depression or self-doubt, or you're just going through a rough time right now, or maybe you've come out of a rough time and you're trying to improve yourself, then adding some rosebuds would be a very good idea. All right, so I also have this little bottle of gold flakes. I got this at a Botanica a long time ago. Sorry guys, I'm trying to see if my camera will focus. My autofocus is like, yeah. You know, I'm not very camera savvy, but little gold flakes. Again, just another representation of prosperity. Most people associate gold with wealth. A lucky horseshoe. Want good luck to follow every step of my life, the rest of my year. I have some casino chips here. When I was in Vegas and I don't play blackjack, but my first time playing it, or second time playing it really, I won a little something came through, and I kept one of the casino chips with all the energy on it because I felt like, why not use the casino chip? That's a place surrounded in big money and big wealth, so I'm adding that into my jar. I have some 5-finger grass and skull cap. You guys know that I use a lot of these two. I recommend them. I tell everyone, aside from your basic good luck and money drawing herbs, throw in some 5-finger grass and some skull cap for your money magic, and you will see things definitely improve for yourself. All right, I also have some sugar. This is just pure cane sugar. Feel free to use any type of sugar that you want, and again, that's to just bring sweet energy, sweet loving energy to myself. I want to send out sweet energy, and I want to keep everything around me sweet. My people, my relationships, just every walk of life, I want it to be sweet and peaceful and abundant and loving and happy. So, and then the oils that I will be using, you do not need all of these oils. I will be using each one of them, but if you only had one, that's perfectly fine. Again, the great thing about this jar is you can open it and add and subtract to it. So if later on you buy some more oils and you feel like working on your jar, you can add those in later. But I'm going to be using, I don't know if you can see that, but this is money drawing oil. High John the Conqueror, and this has the High John root in here. This bottle I've gotten a lot of good use out of. Road opener, and Love Come to Me oil. This is one of my favorites. It's so pretty. It smells really good. Really, really, really good. And the road opener also smells amazing. The purpose of these oils should be pretty easy to understand, but money oil for money. Road opener to open up success and prosperity and opportunities. The Love Come to Me oil, again, to stay on that love vibration and to just stay very positive and at peace and happy as possible. The High John the Conqueror oil is to add and aid success to the spell itself and just general overall success to any and everything. So regardless of what your purpose of your jar spell is, you're adding that so that your request is successful, so that the spell is successful, so that if you write down on your petition paper that you want a new job, you go to that new job and you are successfully hired. So that's the purpose of that. Last but not least, you can put a personal concern. I am going to put my business card in there, but you can put a photo, you can put some of your hair in there, you can write your name on a piece of paper and put it in there, a piece of jewelry, anything you want that has your energy on it can go inside of your jar. I know someone's going to ask, so if you don't have any of these oils, you can use olive oil as a substitute. That's like a multi-purpose oil, a general kind of multi-purpose oil. So you can go ahead and use some olive oil, or you can just, you know, start off with 1 or 2 or whatever you have at home. For those of you that have got these from me, if you have all of them, feel free to use them. These are available on my website at oneritualaway.com. And I make a batch every new and full moon if you'd like to work with the same ones here for your jar. Okay, so now you want to start preparing your jar. Now, before I started the video, have already prayed over each and every ingredient. Some of these things I've already used before, so they're fully charged, fully vibed up. My crystals have been sitting in the windowsill, you know, under this approaching full moon energy. My jar, I already cleansed it. But what you would normally do is you have all of your items laid out, and one by one you place your hand over them, and you'd either say a prayer or recite an affirmation or tell this specific herb what it is that it's supposed to be doing for you. So an example of that would be picking up your high John root. You can pick it up and hold it in your hand, put your hand over it if you want to, or just simply place your hand over it. And really simple, if you've never done this before, you know, give it a minute, a few seconds, it doesn't have to be a minute, focus on it. This is for success, and you can tell it, you know, High John the Conqueror root, bring me success to my spell, bring me success to my ritual or my life or my job or whatever it is that you're putting in here. And you would go one by one and do that with each item. And it's just putting your energy into it, and so that they know exactly what their role is in the jar, and what it is, their purpose and what they're supposed to be doing. Most roots and herbs and flowers are good for more than one thing. So you need to tell it what property, which one of its properties is it supposed to be lending to your work. Oh yeah, I didn't mention, which this should be pretty obvious why, but I'm putting some cash in here. And you could use a check if you wanted to, or you could write yourself a voided check, or add some zeros to a paycheck stub, throw debit card, credit card in there, whatever. This is just, again, this is all an example. Feel free to use some of these ideas, use none of these ideas, and put in whatever you want to use. But this can be very versatile. So you want to take your jar. This jar was new, so I didn't have to clean it, but I've already cleansed it with some incense smoke. So you get your jar, clean your jar out, wash it out really well, clean it. You can either use some Florida water, or you can use some smudge smoke, some incense smoke to go on the inside. And you just want to clean the energy that's off of it. And then one by one, you will take your items and start adding them inside of your jar with your petition down in here. I'm not going to do that right now, or I'm not going to do that on camera because that's going to take more time, and you guys know what that would look like. Then you will want to anoint your candle. So this candle has not been dressed. It's been sitting on my altar for about 2 weeks now. Just sitting there, and I just had all these other candles burning, and I just realized today, like, whoa, perfect. So you would anoint your candle, okay? And I'm going to anoint my candle with my same 4 oils. I'm going to use just some of the herbs that are here in the jar. Everything else down here is going to go inside of my jar. And you can anoint your candle with anything that you want. I'm not going to go over how to anoint the candle. I have a video on that, and if I can figure it out when I'm editing, I will try to like link it somewhere up, down, somewhere around here. If not, it'll be in the description box on how to properly prepare your spell candle. Or you can Google it. There's tons of information online about how to prepare a glass candle. Once you're done, and this is why we're using a glass candle also, because if you use a wax candle, the wax is going to drip over here, and then you won't be able to get your jar open. So what you'll do, let's see if I can do this. You got your ingredients inside of your jar, you got your candle ready to go, everything's all good. You are going to sit your candle, oh, I'm so out of focus, hold on, bear with me. You're going to sit your candle on top of your jar. Yeah, I'm going to throw that part in there. But you'll sit your candle on top of your jar like so. And light your candle and allow it to burn down. And this will burn for about 5 to 7 days. I keep mine burning, but you don't have to do that. Fire safety, so you can put it out each day and then relight it when you come back home. And when this candle goes out, simply get rid of the candle, keep the jar. You can keep this either on your altar, on your nightstand, wherever in your home you feel comfortable, someplace where you will see it and walk by it and know that this is your success jar, this is your magical wish jar. You can burn a candle on it as often as you like. I will most likely be doing a candle once a month, and which will be the new moon. So I'll probably do one during the waxing moon phase. I'll start one on the new moon and do that once a month, but you can do this whenever you want. If you have a request in here that is relatively pressing and you need it to happen sooner, then, you know, do 2 candles, do one back to back, do it whenever. This particular spell, which is why I love it, is going to be successful whenever. Of course, when we're trying to bring things into us, if you can do it during the waxing moon or the new moon, that's ideal. But whenever there's a need and you got to get things done, you need to manifest something, go ahead and do it. But, you know, this is really supposed to be for your short term, long term. So I wouldn't necessarily use this for a bill that needs to be due in 3 days. But I would use this for, you know, you have a job interview coming up in a week, or you are getting ready to look for a job, or you, I don't know. Use it for whatever isn't urgently pressing. And that's simply because things that are more urgent, you would want to use a different type of candle for, and that's a whole other video. So, but if you wanted to like throw the light bill in there, do it. You know, do it. Let's see how quickly it works. But the intentions behind this is supposed to be setting your intentions for the entire year. Okay? All right. So that's pretty much it. Very simple, straightforward spell. As you can see, some of the things that I used in it, I already had in my kitchen cabinet. Like I said, versatile. You can add, subtract, customize this for the things that you want to see happen in your life. So if you've done this before or something similar, let me know in the comment box below. Share some of your tips with us so we can learn. I will be sure to keep you guys updated as far as what's been happening with my jar. Some of the things that I plan on putting in there tonight do fulfill over the next few months. I will also leave at the end of this video a full description of all the ingredients that I used in case you want to borrow some ideas from that. And I'll put a link up to where you can order this particular candle if you don't have someplace local to get one. Okay, thanks again for watching. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys, and I will talk to you soon. So here I'm just charging my ingredients after I put each one in by placing my hand over the jar. I'm then going to add my skull cap and 5-finger grass. As you can see, I don't measure anything. I just pinch and pour whatever feels right. Feel free to freehand. As much or as little as you want to put in is perfectly fine. Then I'm going to finish off by adding my last drops of oil and at my petition, and then I'm done. And there it is.